Hello, and welcome to the eManage version 7 video demonstration of the mobile web portal. With the eManage 7 mobile web portal, there is no need to drag around a heavy laptop or impose on your customer for a Wi-Fi connection. The mobile web portal runs on any smartphone with a web browser, including Android and iPhones, and allows you to create and edit companies, contacts, projects, service agreements, service tickets, serviceable items, and create workflow action requests and notes and alerts. The eManage 7 mobile web portal is included with your annual support agreement, and every user you define has a license to use it. Your customers will have more confidence in your company's ability to handle their needs when you can show up without a laptop and perform just about any action for them while on site. I will be using a standard web browser to demonstrate the mobile web portal in this video. As you can see on my screen, I've already navigated to our mobile web portal running on our local IIS server. The eManage mobile web portal runs on IIS and the .NET Framework 3.5. You log in by entering your same username and password that you use for the Windows software. The first thing you see is if you have any alerts, actions to perform, open actions, and you see the recent items that you've opened up either in eManage Windows software or on the mobile web portal. Now, with eManage, projects, service agreements, service tickets, contacts, all of those things are assigned to companies or your customers. So, one of the first things you'll see up here is to add a company. If I click that, I can enter in a company just as I do in the Windows software right on my mobile phone. I can also search Yahoo and do a name search or a category search for the company I'm looking for, and it will autofill all of the information it can. If I go to search, I can search for companies, a company by location name, a contact by last name, a company by address or any part of the address, a project by project number, a project by job number, a project by project name, a service ticket by service ticket number, or a service agreement by service agreement number. I'm going to go ahead and search for one of my customers. And it pulls all of the matching customers up based on the name I typed in. If I type in less, I get more results. You can see that I have many results with the word system in it. I'm going to go straight to the System Center here. And when I click on that, it opens up in a tab for that company. And I can see that I have 11 projects, 3 service tickets, 7 service agreements, 4 contacts, 6 notes, and 6 documents attached to the company. I can also create project, service agreement, service ticket, a contact, a note, or attach a document here. I get all the information I need to be able to make a phone call to them, go to their website, and if you're on a smartphone, all of the phone numbers will be hot, so you can just click on them to dial, and websites will be hot as well, so you can go straight to the website. You can also edit companies right here by clicking on the edit and changing the information you need to change. If I go to projects, I can see a list of all the projects that I have going on with that company, and I can create a project as well. I'm going to go ahead and go to one of these, and it shows me the project number. I can also submit an action item. An action item in eManage is a workflow action request that is automatically delivered to the group of people responsible for doing that action. And I've got my project name, my corporate division, my project type, my status, the probability, decision date, approximate value, project manager, and the scope of work. I can edit this as well. And save. I can also see that there's 0 contacts associated with this. So if I click on contacts here, I can add a contact to this project right here. And it shows me all of the contacts that are already a part of that company. I'm going to go ahead and add that to the project. So now you can see I have 1 project contact attached. And I can see any notes on the project. And this happens to be a payment received. Every time you receive a payment in eManage, it creates a note letting everybody know that that payment was received. I can also see any documents here that are available for that project. You'll notice also that this opened up in a whole different tab for the project. I can flip back to my company here, and I can click somewhere else. So I'm going to go to Service Tickets. Again, when I click on Service Tickets, I can create a service ticket right here on this link, or I can go and view one of the service tickets already created. Now imagine you're a service technician going out to a job site and being able to create a service ticket right on the spot, or open up an existing ticket that he was sent out to do and be able to edit it here, be able to add or remove parts so that your internal staff knows what to bill for. I can also edit the service ticket as well. You'll notice here also that it shows me that this is part of a service agreement, and that is a link to go to that service agreement. I can also create notes on the service ticket so the internal staff knows what I'm doing on that service ticket. Again, this opened up in another tab, so now I have 3 tabs open that I can flip in between for that company. And service agreements. This will show me any service agreements that they already have, and I can go to one of those. It shows me the agreement type, the status, first proposal, the salesperson, the purchase date, the last proposal, the agreement start, agreement length, and agreement end. And again, I can edit this right here and save that. And I can also see if there are any service tickets already created for that service agreement, so I can see how many times we've been out there and what we've done. And if I go to contacts, I can see all the contacts here, and I can click on one, and I've got the email, I've got any phone numbers, and I can go to the company. I can see any notes and any documents attached as well. And I can edit the contact right here. If I go to notes, these are notes on the company, and I can create a note as well. The nice thing about the mobile web portal is when I create a note, I can alert users. So this sends an instant message type alert to read this note, and the person receiving that alert must acknowledge reading the note before it goes away from their alerts. So if I choose a user here and add, and choose my note type, and I create my note. And now if I go to notes, I've got 7 notes now, and that note that I created is right here. And it also sent that alert to Philip Carter, so he can take care of what I asked him to take care of. And documents here again, I can see all the documents assigned to that company. And every type of record has documents, notes, and alerts, as you can see as I flip through these. Notes, documents, notes and documents, and notes and documents. So back on the company, if I wanted to create a brand new project, I simply click here. I give it a project name, project type, status, probability, a decision date, an approximate value, a project manager if it applies, and a scope of work. Once I save a project, I can begin asking people internally to start working on action item requests or workflow. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this out here. And I save that. And now it takes me to that brand new project. And now I can submit an action item. And I can do the action item down there. The action item workflow is determined by the project type that I am working on. So every project type can have its own set of action items that are required for that. If I'm not a salesperson, I can request a return receipt and it will alert me back when I get or when the item is completed or rejected. If I'm a salesperson, then I automatically get an alert back saying it was either completed or rejected. And I can put a note in here. And I submit my request. And if I go back to the project, I can add a contact. And again, it shows me all of the contacts associated with the company that the project is for. And I can go to notes and create a note. And I can alert any number of users. And I can keep adding until I'm done. And I choose my note type. And you can see that this note type is different than the one I had before, and that's because we're on a project now, and each type of record has its own set of note types. And again, back to my search. I can search by location name. I can look up a contact by last name. So if I look up by last name here, it brings up the contact. And I can go to their company. And I can create a project, a service agreement, service ticket, contact, note, or document. And that is the eManage 7 mobile web portal. And thank you for watching.